You know what they say. Something's got to give. It's the coach, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Coming up, we'll see two teams, each riding a 3-game win streak, as it'll be the Buffalo Bills taking on the Miami Dolphins. I'll see you again at halftime as we preview some of the action coming up on Sunday. But for now, it's Thursday Night Football. And on the call, as always, it's Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Thank you, Coach. From beautiful South Florida, there's a look at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Buffalo Bills and the Miami Dolphins. And nothing but daylight ahead. 30, 10, and all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Call that a 96-yard house call on the kick return as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Such an electric play, so much fun to watch, and you need all 11 guys in sync for that to be successful, don't you?
Without a doubt. That's teamwork, to be able to put it all together. But that play is really probably the most exciting 10 seconds in football.
So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Allen now on first down. And his throw here's incomplete. Stephon Diggs, his intended receiver. And now it's second down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Allen to throw again. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. That one was intended for John Brown. And it's third down. So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. From the gun, it's Allen. He gets it to Brown, complete. Give him 18 on that one as the Bills are going to have a first down. Here's Devin Singletary. He played in this state at Florida Atlantic. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard, inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
Now a play fake here on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Sacked there by Jadeveon Clowney. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Allen with a throw caught by Beasley. The reception good for 7. It's third down. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
On fourth down, on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. Back to return it, Christian McCaffrey. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away.
Down, 50, plant. 52's the mic. X3, 218, chop. You got tight. You got tight right there. Check 4, check 4. Check go.
First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Here's a 2nd and 7. That's complete to DK Metcalf.
Get ready, get ready, get ready. Ready, 60 all. Watch the slap, watch the slap. Watch the slap.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. The numbers for McCaffrey last week. There isn't a coach alive who wouldn't like those numbers. Well over 100 yards and a touchdown, too.
Partner, I think all the coaches who are in that great coaching box in the sky would take those numbers.
So dead or alive?
Either way, they would take that kind of production.
This is McCaffrey. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
49's a mic. 49's a mic. Watch QB drop. Watch QB drop. Get it.
On second down, McCaffrey. And they'll get him down right around the 16. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Back to throw. Perkins able to haul it in as Kittle. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. George Kittle, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and it's now 14-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Throwing on second down. Allen. This will be caught by Brown. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So that one a hold right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that could be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty.
And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long. Allen. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. The Bills send the punter out as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Fielded just inside the 30. A minute 52 to play until halftime. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half, as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. The intended receiver was DK Metcalf, and that'll bring up second down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. 2nd and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Ed Oliver. What an effort from him on that play. Big tackle for a loss of 11. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion, and to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. He's at the 40, the 20, 10, and all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Stephon Diggs, 88 yards, as they are now on the board here in the first half. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed, and a lot of football, full half to be played.
Let's go.
Throwing on 1st down, Perkins. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Looking to throw, Perkins. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his...
And this is caught inside the 5. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. It's a foot race. He's at the 50. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half. So after the INT, it's Allen. And he finds Beasley complete. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
Final play of the first half, barring a penalty, as they come up on 1st and 10. And they'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. So the two teams will head to... All right, folks, eager to get back to this Week 4 matchup. We won't put up a fight. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Out come the Bills now as they'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Singletary again. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. Throwing is Allen on 3rd, and that is incomplete. Well, it appears they're going to come up empty on this first drive of the second half, still down by that slim margin.
Yeah, and that's okay. You know, when you sit and analyze it, they're not happy about what happened, having to go to the bench. But this gives them a chance to let their defense do some work while they on the sidelines go over what they're doing offensively and formulate a proper plan.
A good kick, 49 yards, just 3 on the return. And it'll be Dolphin football. So now the Dolphins set to take over on offense. They're on a 3-game winning streak, and right now looking good in this one as well. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Jerry Hughes on the stop. Looking to throw on second down. Perkins, flush to his right. That's going to be caught by Josh Reynolds. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So apparently some grabbing of the jersey there on the O-line.
Yeah, just look in the interior, and that's where the penalty occurred.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. To throw on 2nd down, Perkins. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. That's sacked by Tremaine Edmonds. 3rd and long, defense with no fear. They brought the pressure.
Zero fear at all. That means they feel really good about the guys who are going to cover. But the biggest one is they think their pressure will get there before he has a chance to find an open receiver.
Yeah, that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. One quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. 1st down, and they're going to throw with Allen. And this one caught by Beasley. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. That'll be a pickup of 4 as they work with his 4-point 4th-quarter lead. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Allen going to throw. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Cole Beasley, the intended target. And it's 3rd down. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. And he's able to find Diggs. And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 21. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Throwing now is Allen. He hits Beasley right side. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21. Now a timeout coming in here defensively as they stop it before the 2-minute warning with 2:09 to go in the game. On 2nd down, here's a run with Singletary. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14. As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10. They'll look to throw.
Would it be safe to say that his
and he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Allen trying to hurry everybody up to the line of scrimmage. He'll look to throw. Got a man. It's Brown. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be third down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They tackle him almost on the spot. That means they have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Despite a pickup of 16, they're still well short of the sticks on fourth. Down 4 late, got to go for it here on fourth down. Allen going to go on fourth down. And this is caught. Touchdown. And they've taken the lead here in the final minute.
Wow, I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but not. You got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. So the Dolphins now down by a field goal. At time, a huge factor. Their perfect start to the season in jeopardy unless they can score here as they've got it 1st and 10. Back to throw. This goes to the tight end, Eric Sauber. And he'll be taken down, but not. Before they work it across midfield. Back to throw. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Dolphin first down. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
It's hauled in by Shepard. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock.
60 Pittsburgh. Hey, exit.
Let's go. And we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53.
I smell fear in that offense. I smell fear in that offense.
Hey, Echo.
53.
Hit it.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He'll find Metcalf. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. He's back to throw. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. Past the 10 to the 11-yard line, and that's where the return stops. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. They will run with Singletary. And strong running there gets this up over the 15-yard line. Tackle made there by Eric Rowe.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 16-yard line.
So it's a victory here for the Buffalo Bills. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second-half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for Buffalo, hey, they finish a perfect month of September as they move to 4-0 on the new campaign. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week. Meanwhile, for the Dolphins, the defeat is their first of the year as they drop to 3-1. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. I'm Brandon Gurley.